Who's there?
Nay! Answer me! Stand and hold yourself!
Hamlet the king.
Bernardo?
He.
You come most terribly upon your hour.
His master called. Get me to bed for him,
For this relief much thanks. 'Tis very cold, and I'm sick at heart.
Stand ho, who's there? Francis Brown. Welcome, Horatio. Welcome, Sir Marcellus.
Has the thing appeared again tonight?
I have seen nothing.
Horatio says 'tis but our fancy. Such a misread sight twice seen of us.
Hush, hush, hold on here.
Last night of all, when yon same star that's westward from the pole.
Peace, break the up! Look where it comes!
In the same figure like the king that said.
Daughter scholar, question it, Horatio.
Looks it not like the king? Looks like arrows we fear and wonder if we may spoke to.
Question it, Horatio.
What art thou that usurpers this time of night? Speak!
It is offended.
See, it stalks away. Say, speak, speak, I charge thee, speak! How now, Horatio, you tremble and look pale.
Is it not like the king?
As thou art to thyself, this bodes some strange eruption to our state.
But stop, behold, lo, where it comes again! Stay, illusion!
Shall I strike at it?
'Tis here, it's here!
'Tis gone.
Let us depart where we have seen tonight unto young Hamlet.
Let's do it, and I this morning know when we shall find him.
Though yet of Hamlet, our dear brother's death, the memory be green, and that us fitted to bear our hearts in grief, and our whole kingdom to be contracted in one row of woe. Yet so far hath discretion fought with nature, that we with twice sorrow think on him, along with remembrance of ourselves. Therefore, our sometime sister, now our queen, the imperial jointress to this warlike state, have we, as toil with defeated joy, mirth and funeral, and with third in marriage, equal scale weighing delight and dole, taken to wife. And now, ladies, what's the news with you?
My good lord, your leave, in favor to return to France.
Have you your father's leave? What says Polonius?
If not, my lord, run from me, my servant.
Take that fair hour, ladies. Time to die. But now, cousin Hamlet and my son.
A little more than kin, less than kind.
How is it that the clouds still hang on you?
Not so, my lord. I'm too much in the sun.
Good Hamlet, cast thy night color off, and let that eye look like a friend on Denmark.
Do not forever with thy veiled lid seek for thy noble father in the dust. Thou know 'tis common. All that lives must die, passing through nature to eternity.
I know it is not.
If it be, why seems it so particular with thee?
Sins. Nay, it is. I know not sins. I have that within which passeth show these but the trappings and suits of woe.
It is very sweet and commendable in your nature, Hamlet, to give these mourning duties to your father. But to persever in obstinate condolement is a course of infinite stubbornness. 'Tis unmanly grief. We pray thee, throw to earth this unprevailing woe, and think of us as of a father. For your intent in going back to school in Wittenberg, it is most retrograde to our desire. And we beseech you, bend you to remain here, in the cheer and comfort of our eye, our chiefest courtier, cousin, and our son.
Let not thy mother lose her prayers, Hamlet.
I pray thee, stay with us.
Go not to Wittenberg.
I shall in all my days obey thee, madam.
Why, 'tis a loving and fair reply. Be as ourself in Denmark. Madam, come.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into dew. That the everlasting not set his cannon against self-slaughter. Oh God, God! How weary, stale, flat, and unprofitable seem to be all the uses of this world. That should come to this. 2 months dead, eh? Not so much, not 2. So excellent to him, so loving to my mother that he might not redeem the winds of heaven his interface to roughly. Heaven and earth, must I remember? How she would hang on him, as if increase of appetite had grown by that which had fed on him, yet within a month of God, peace that was discourse of reason would have mourned of her. Married with my uncle, my father's brother, yet no more like my father than I did, Hercules. Oh, most wicked speed to pose with such dexterity to incestuous sheet. It is not good, cannot come. Break my heart, for I must hold my tongue.
Hail to your lordship.
Horatio, I am very glad to see thee. But what did Fate make you from Wittenberg?
My lord, I came to see your father's funeral.
Pray thee, do not mock me, fellow student. Methinks it's for us to see in mother's body.
Indeed, my lord, it followed her upon.
Drink, Horatio. The funeral did make meats and coldly furnished for marriage tables. Would I but my dearest God in heaven, Horatio, had I have seen this day. My father. He thinks I see my father.
There, my lord.
My mind's eye, Horatio.
I saw him once. He was a goodly king.
He was a man. Take him for all in all. I shall not look upon his like again.
My lord, I think I saw him yesterday.
Saw who?
My lord, the king your father.
The king, my father.
2 nights ago, gentlemen at the dead fast middle of the night, on their watch, encountered a figure like your father. My lord, I knew your father. These hands are not more like.
Do not speak to it.
My lord, I think, but answer me it not.
It is very strange.
As I can live my armor horse, it's true.
I would have been there.
It would have much amazed you.
There you are. There you are. I watch tonight, perchance you will walk again.
I warn you will.
So fare you well. Upon the platform, betwixt 11 and 12 of the city. My father's spirit. All is not well. I do doubt some foul threat. Would the night were come! Till then sit still, my soul. Foul deeds will arise, though all the earth will overwhelm them to men's eyes.
My necessaries are embarked. Farewell. For Hamlet and the trifling is fatal, holding a fashion in a toying blood. Sweet, not to last, forward, not permanent.
No more but so.
Think it no more. Perhaps he loves you now. His greatest way, his will is not his own. For he himself is subject to the nature of his birth. He may not, his unvalued persons who, carve for himself, or upon his choice lays the safety and health of this whole state. And therefore his choice must be circumscribed to the voice and yielding of that body whereof he is head. Then if he says he loves you, it fits your wisdom so far to believe it. As he in this particular act and place may give the same deed. And where what loss your honor may sustain, with too created aimless his songs. Lose your heart, or your chaste treasure open to his unmastered importunity. Fear your fear. Fear my dear sister. Stay too long, here my father comes.
Yes, here, Lennox, he's abhorred for shame.
There.
Blessing upon thee.
Very well. Farewell. Remember well what I have said to you.
is in my memory locked, and you yourself shall keep it.
Very well.
What is the Ophelia he has sent to you?
So please you, my lord, something touching the Lord Hamlet.
Mary, it is told of me he hath often lately given private time to you yourself. Have your audience been most free and bountiful? I must tell you this, do not of yourself so live, as if you lose my daughter and grant what is between. Give me up the truth.
My lord, he hath importuned me with love in honorable fashion,
Aye, fashion, I'll go to.
and hath given countenance to his speech, my lord, with almost all the holy gods of heaven. He hath, my lord of late, made many tenders of his affection to me.
Affections? Pooh! Do you believe his tenders as you call them?
I do not know what I would worship it.
Mary, I'll say it. Lord Hamlet believes so much in you for he is young, but the large testament you walk that may be given to you are not from this time forth having given words with or talk to the Lord Hamlet. Look to it, Sean, come your ways.
Shall obey, my lord.
Yeah, by shrewdly. It is very cold tonight.
Look, my lord, it comes!
He just ministers grace defend us. Father, Lord, what a day!
Beckons you to go away.
But do not go.
No, by no means, no.
Do not speak. I offer to it.
No, my lord, do not.
What? What should be here? I do not set my life at a king's feet. What for my soul? What can it do to that? Excuse me. Go on, spirit, and follow.
You shall not go, my lord.
Hold up your hands.
Be ruled and shall not go.
My faith cries out. On your hands be gentle, and by heaven I'll make a ghost of you that lets me. I say away! Go on. Follow me.
Hearken me.
I will.
I am thy father's spirit, doomed for a certain term to walk the night, and by day confined to fasted fires till the foul crimes done in my days of nature are burnt and purged away. List, list, oh list, thou hast ever thy dear father loved.
God.
Revenge is foul and most unnatural. Murder,
Murder?
murder most foul, as in the best it is, but this, most foul, strange, and unnatural. It is given out that sleeping in my orchard a serpent stung me. So a whole ear of Denmark is by a forged process of my death, rankly abused. But know thy noble youth, the serpent that did sting thy father's life, now wears his crown.
So my uncle.
I, incestuous, that adulterate beast, witchcraft of his wit, traitorous gifts, wicked wit and gifts that have the power so to seduce one to his shameful lust, the will of my most seeming virtuous queen. Soft, methinks I said the morning air, brief let me be. Sleeping in my orchard, on my secure hour, thy uncle stole, with juice of cursed Lebanon in a vial, and in the porches of my ears did pour this leprous distilment. Thus was I, sleeping by a brother's hand, of life, of crown, of queen, at once dispatched, cut off even in the blossoms of my sin, no reckoning made, but sent my account with all of my imperfections upon my head. Oh, thoroughbred of Denmark, be a couch for luxury and damned incest. But, howsoever thou pursuest act, take not thy mind, nor let thy soul contrive against thy mother aught. Be firm to heaven, and to the thorns that in her bosom lodge to prick and sting her. Fare thee well at once. Adieu, adieu, Hamlet.
Oh, pernicious woman. Oh, smile, damned villain. One may smile and be a villain.
Lord Hamlet! Lord Hamlet! Lord Hamlet!
It is an honest ghost, that let me tell you. For your time flows between us, overmastered as you may grant me one poor request.
This, my lord, we will.
Never make known what you I see tonight. Nay, but swear it.
Swear.
Say'st thou so?
Swear.
Oh, 'tis most wondrous strange.
Therefore, as a stranger, give it welcome. There are more things in heaven and earth which I have dreamt of in your philosophy. But come, never, so help you mercy, however strange or odd soever I bear myself, as I perchance hereafter shall think me to put an antedisposition, or that you, at such time seeing me, never shall know that you know ought to be swear.
Swear.
Rest, perturbed spirit. Let us go in together. And still thy fingers on thy lips, I pray. Time is out of joy. Wicked spite. That ever I was born, I said it right.
How now, Ophelia? What's the matter?
Oh, my lord, I've been so frightened.
With what in the name of God?
My lord, as I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet, pale as his shirt, his knees knocking each other, and looked so piteous, as if he had been loosed out of hell to speak of horrors, he comes before me.
Not for thy love.
My lord, I do not know.
Said
He took me by the wrist and held me hard. Then goes he to the length of all his arm, and thus with his other hand falls over his brow. He falls to such perusal of my face as he would draw it.
Come, go we to the king. This must be known. This is the very ecstasy of love. Have you given him any hard words of late?
No, my lord, but as you did command, I did repel his letters and deny his access to me.
That hath made him mad. I am sorry that with better heed and judgment I have not quoted him. I fear he did but trifle against rectitude. Come now, go we to the king.
Welcome, dear Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. Something have you heard, Hamlet's transformation, what it should be more than his father's death, but thus hath put him so much in the understanding of himself, I cannot dream. I entreat you both to gather whether aught to us unknown afflicts him thus, that, opened, lies within our remedy.
Your visitation shall receive such thanks, as fits a king's remembrance. We lay our service truly at your feet, to be commended. Thanks, Rosencrantz and gentle Guildenstern. Thanks, Guildenstern and gentle Rosencrantz. And I beseech you instantly to visit my too much changed son.
Heavens make our cousin and our access heaven and comfort.
Aye, amen.
My lord, I do believe that I have found the very cause of Hamlet's lunacy.
Oh, speak of that. That I long to hear. I doubt it is no other with the name. His father's death or hasty marriage.
My liege, my madam, to postulate what majesty should be, what duty is, what day is day, night, night. Time is time. We're nothing but to waste night, day, and time. Therefore, since brevity is the soul of wit, and tediousness the limbs of outward flourishings, I will be brief. Your noble son is mad. Mad, I call it, for to define true madness, what is there but to be knowing us of man? But let that go.
More matter with less heart.
I swear I use no art at all. Tis true, tis pity, tis true. And pity, tis true, a foolish idiot. But farewell it, while we use no art, then it now remains that we find out the cause of this event, or rather, shall I say, the cause of this defect. For this effect defective comes by cause. This remains us to pretend. I have a daughter who, in her duty and obedience mark, hath given me this, I gather, and surmise. The celestial and my soul's idol, the most beautified Ophelia, that's an ill phrase, a vile phrase, beautified is a vile phrase. You shall hear this thus, in her excellent white bosom, please.
Came this from Hamlet to her?
Good night, stay a while. I will be faithful. Doth thou the stars afire, doth that the sun doth move, doth truth to be alive, and never doubt I love. Oh, dear Ophelia, I am ill at these numbers. I have not ought to reckon my groans, but that I love thee best, oh most best. Believe it, adieu. Thine evermore, most dear lady, whilst this machine is to him Hamlet. This, in obedience, hath my daughter given me.
But how hath she received this love?
I present gave her that she should lock herself from his resort, admit no messengers, receive no tokens, and he repulsed. A short tale to make, then into a sadness, then into a fast, then into a watch, then into a weakness, then into a likeness. And then, by this declension into the madness room he now raves, we all want to go.
Do you think 'tis this? It may be, very like.
Hath there been such a time? I faint know that I had said positively 'tis so, and proved otherwise.
Not that I know.
Take this from this, if it prove otherwise.
Have you tried it further?
No, for 4 hours he walks here in the lobby.
So he does indeed.
At such a time, I will loose my daughter to him. You and I. Behind an Alex tomorrow.
We will try. But look, what sadly the poor wretch comes reading.
Wait, I beseech you, wait. How fares the good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God have mercy.
Tell me, my lord.
Excellent, well, you are a fishmonger.
That's I, my lord.
And I would you were so honest a man.
Honest, my lord.
To be honest, as this world goes, is to be one man picked out of 10,000.
That is very true, my lord.
For if the sun breeds maggots in a dead dog, he ain't gone kissing carrion. Have you a daughter?
I have, my lord.
Let her not walk in the sun. Conception is a blessing, but not just your daughter may conceive. Friend, look to it.
I say by that, still harping on my daughter. Yet we not at first. He said I was a fishmonger. Yes, father. I'll speak to you. What do you read, my lord?
Words. Words. Words.
Will you walk out of the air, my lord?
Into my grave.
That is the apple of the air. Pregnant sometimes rise up. I will leave it. Suddenly contrive the meeting with my daughter. My lord, most humbly take my leave.
You cannot, sir, take from me anything that I will willingly part with all, except my life. Except my life. Except my life. It's 2 years old.
Go seek the Lord Hamlet. There he is.
My awful, we most very wrong.
Ah, Guildenstern! How doing, Rosencrantz? Good lads, how do you both?
And the different children of the earth.
Happy, if that we are not over him. Our fortune's path, we are not very good.
Nor the soles of her shoes.
Neither are we wrong.
Then you lay about her waist, or in the middle of her favours.
Then, her private.
Oh, the most secret parts of fortune. 'Tis most true she is a strumpet. What's the news?
Not my love, but that's the worst still honest.
Pen is doomsday. But your news is not true. Let me question one in particular. What of you, my good friend, deserve in the hands of fortune that she sent you to prison hither?
Prison, my lord.
Denmark's prison.
That is the one.
Oh, a goodly one, which there are many confines, wards, and dungeons, Denmark being one of the worst.
This is not so, my lord.
Why, then 'tis none to you. There is nothing neither good or bad, but thinking makes it so. To me, it is a prison.
Why then? Your admission is its one. She's too narrow for you.
Oh God, I could be bounded in a nutshell and count myself a king of infinite space. Were it not for I have bad dreams.
Which treats us in application, for the very substance of ambitions is merely the shadow of the dream.
Surely, and not all admission of so airy and the light of quality that is but a shadow's shadow.
I do not understand that. But what in the beating way friendship make you an Elsinore?
To bid it you, my lord, no other occasion.
Were you not sent for? Is it of your own incline? Is it a free visitation? Come, deal justly with me. Come, come. Nay, speak.
What should we say?
You were sent for. There is a certain kind of confession in your looks that your modesties have not cracked enough to cover. I know the good king and queen have sent for me.
To what end, my lord?
That you must teach me. Be even and direct with me, whether you were sent for or no.
What's the name?
My lord, we will send for.
I will tell you why. I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth, forgone all custom of exercise, and it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty! The paragon of animals, the beauty of the world, and to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not to me. No woman neither, why you'll smile when you see me say so.
My lord, there was no such stuff in my soul.
Why did you smile then when I said man delights not to me?
To sing, my lord, you did I not imagine, but at the time the parents should receive from me, recorded on the way that here I am coming to offer you service.
Gentlemen, you are welcome. You are welcome, Nelson. Clap your hands. You are welcome. But my aunt mother and uncle father are deceived.
What, my dear lord?
I am a man northwest, so the wind is southerly and all hot from the hands. Ah, masters, you are welcome. I am glad to see thee well. You are welcome. You are welcome. We'll hear a play tomorrow. Good friend. If you play the murder of Coulson,
I will not.
you could for a need study a speech of some dozen or 60 lines I put in certain. I will. Very well. Now, I'm alone. About my pain. I have heard that guilty creatures sitting everywhere have been struck to the soul by the sea so presently that they have presently proclaimed their malefactions. For murder, though it have no voice, will speak with most miraculous organ. I'll have these players on something like the murder of my father before my uncle. I'll observe these looks, I'll tempt him to, but if he but blench, I know my force. The spirit that I see may be a devil, for the devil hath powers to assume a pleasing form yet. And maybe out of my melancholy and weakness, as he is very potent in some spirits, he abuses me to damn me. On other grounds more relative than this. The play is the thing in which I'll catch the conscience of the king.
Continue. My young drifts of circumstance get from him quite the strongest confusion.
He does confess. He feels himself instructed, but from what goes through, he will find an
Thought we might more to be founded, but with regret to that peace easily, working quickly on to some confession. Did he receive you well?
most like a gentleman.
But with much force of his disposition. Did you say him doing pastime?
Hamlet, it's so fair out. The certain players revolvers on the way. All these we talking, and where does he behave a kind of joking to hear?
Oh, good gentleman, give him a further edge, and drive his purpose on to these lightest. Madam, I have closely sent for Hamlet's figure, but he, as it were by accident, and here, affront of fury. Her father and I do so bestow ourselves, so that seen, unseen, we may of their encounter judge whether it be the affliction of his love thus he suffers for. For your part, Ophelia, I do wish that your good beauties may be a happy cause of Hamlet's wildness. So shall I hope that your virtues will bring you back to his wonted way again. Both your honors. Madam, I wish you may.
Ophelia, walk you here. We'll bestow ourselves. I hear him coming. Let's withdraw, my lord.
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether it is nobler in mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to stand against the sea of troubles and by opposing enemy, to die to sleep, to dream perchance, aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep like death, what dreams may come must give us heart. Who would suffer the wicks and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the pains of despised love, when he himself might his quietus make with the bare body? Who would grunt and sweat under a weary life, with the fear of something after death makes him rather suffer those ills he has than to flock to those he knows not? Thus, conscience does make cowards of us. Sophia, fair Ophelia, thy orisons may all my sins be remembered.
Good my lord, what does your honor for this many a day?
To come to thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrance of yours that I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
Nay, I never gave you all.
My honored lord, you know right well you did. With words of so sweet breath composed as made things more rich. Their perfume lost. Take these again for true the noble mind. Rich gifts wax poor when givers prove
really love you once.
Indeed, my lord, you make me believe so.
You should not believe me. I love you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get me to a nunnery. Wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners? Where is your father?
At home, my lord.
Let the doors be locked upon him, that he may be a fool nowhere but in his own home. Farewell!
Oh, but you sweet heavens!
Thou dost, Mary, I give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as pure as snow. Thou shalt not escape calumny. Or, if thou dost need marry, marry a fool. For wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them.
Heavenly powers, restore him!
I have heard of your paintings too. God hath given you one face, and you make yourself another. I'll no more of it. It has made me mad. To a nunnery. Go.
Oh, no violence here overthrown, and I, of ladies most dejected and wretched. And sometimes music rattles. Oh, woe is me if you have seen what I have seen. See what I see.
Love. Afflictions do not that way tend. Nor what he spake, that formerly was not like madness. There's something in his soul, for which his melancholy sits on root. He shall speed to England.
My lord, do as you see fit. But if it so pleases you, let his queen mother alone entreat him after the plague, for him to show his grief. The honor be many heirs in the ear of all their conference.
Shall be so. Madness in great ones is not watched go.
Horatio!
Here, my sweet lord, at your service.
Horatio! Thou art even as just a man as ever my conversation has coped with thou.
Oh, my dear Lord.
Show me the man that is not passion's slave, and I will wear him in my heart, for I, in my heart of hearts, I do thee, Horatio. Observe my honor. If he is a court of guilt, do not itself untenable. It is a damned ghost that we have seen. They're coming to the play. Quickly, to the spot. I must see out.
How fares our cousin Hamlet?
Excellent, eh? I eat the air, promise, friend. Be the players ready?
Hi, my lord. They say I'm not your features.
Come hither, Hamlet, sit by me.
Nay, good mother. Here is Bethel more attractive.
Now, how do you mark that?
Maybe. May I lie in thy lap?
No, my lord.
I mean, my head in thy lap.
I, my lord.
Did you think I meant country matters?
I think nothing, my lord.
That's a fair thing to lay between a maiden's legs.
What is, my lord?
Nothing.
You are married, my lord.
Who, I?
I, my lord.
Oh, God's only jig-maker. What can a man do but be married? For look you not my mother, how cheerful she is. My father died in these past 2 hours.
Nay, 'tis twice 2 months, my lord.
Twice to us so long, and I've forgotten yet. Oh, God! Then there's hope that a man's memory may have lived his life happy here.
Full 30 times that Phobos cast on ground. Neptune so washed and tell us forward. With love in our hearts and hope in our hands, unite commutual with most sacred hands.
So many journeys may the moon and sun, because again count our love be done. But woe is me, you're so sick of late, so far from cheer from your former state.
Faith, I must leave thee, love, and shortly too. And thou shalt live in this fair world behind, honored, beloved, and happy of his kind. For husband shall thou.
Oh, confound the rest! Such love needs be treason in my breast. A second husband, let me be accursed. One second marriage, let me kill first. The instances that second marriage move are base respects of thrift, but none of love. A second time I kill my husband dead. One second husband kisses me in bed.
I do believe you think without your speech, but what we do determine often create. So think thou wilt no second husband wed, or die thy thoughts on that first lover's dead.
Both here and hence pursue me lasting strife. If once a widow, ever I be wife.
'Tis deeply swollen, sweet. Leave me here a while. My spirits will go, and fain I would be guided to sleep.
Sleep rocked thy grave. I never caught mischance between us twain.
Madam, I like your display.
The lady doth protest too much, methinks.
Oh, but she'll keep her word.
I've heard the argument, so no offence in it.
Oh, no, they do but jest. Poison in jest. No offense in the world.
What to follow them?
Mousetrap. 'Tis knavish piece of work, but what of that? Your Majesties and us have free souls, it touches us not. This one is Lucian, its nephew to the king.
You are as good as a chorus, my lord.
I could interpret between you and your love if I could see the puppets stabbing.
Keen, my lord, but keen.
Cost you a crowning to take off my edge.
Still better and worse.
Then you must take to your husbands. But begin, murderer! The croaking raven doth bellow for revenge.
Thoughts black, hands apt, drugs fit and time agreeing. Confederate season, else no creature see. Thy mixture rank of midnight weeds collected, with Hecate's ban, thrice blasted, thrice infected. Thy natural magic and dire property of wholesome life usurp immediately.
He poisons me, the garden for his state. You shall see anon how the murderer gets a love upon Tombo's wife.
The king rises.
What frightful false honor?
How fares, my lord?
Devour the play!
Give me some light. Away.
Lights!
Lights!
Oh, Horatio! I will take the ghost's word for £1,000. Didst proceed
Very well, my lord.
upon the talk of the poisoning?
I did very well,
Oh,
Good my lord, vouchsafe me a word from you.
sir, a whole history.
The king, sir,
I say what of it?
is in his retirement marvelous his temper.
With drink, sir.
No, my lord, rather with color.
Your wisdom should show itself outrageous by this king's doctor.
The queen, your mother, in most great affliction of spirit, hath sent me to you.
You are welcome.
My lord, this course is not the right rate. If it shall please you to make me a wholesome answer, I will do your mother's commandment. If not, your pleasant admiration shall be the end of my business.
Sir, I cannot
What, my lord?
make you a wholesome answer. My wit's disease. But such an answer as I can make you shall hand over. As you say to my mother, no matter to the mother, my man, as you say, more to the man of my mother.
Then just she said, your behavior has stuck into amazement and admiration.
Oh, what a wonderful son that can so astonish a mother! But is there no sequel to the heels of his mother's admiration? In what?
She desires to speak with you in her closet. I will go to her.
We will obey. or is she 10 times humbler?
My lord, you did once love me.
So I do still, by these pickers and stealers.
Good, my lord. What's your cause of this anger? You do surely bar the door on your own liberty if you deny your words to.
Oh, there are coins! Let me see one. Why do you go about as if to recover the window?
Oh, my lord, if my duty be too bold, my love is too unmanly.
I do not love this man. Will you play upon this line?
My lord, I cannot.
I pray thee.
Believe me, I cannot.
I do beseech thee.
I know no touch of it.
Why, 'tis as easy as lying. Govern these vintages with your fingers of thumb. Give it breath with your mouth. All this was most accurate music. Why, look it out. These are the stops.
But this cannot I command any utterance of harmony. I have not the skill.
Why, look you now, how unworthy a thing you'd make of me. You'd play upon me. You'd seem to know my stops. You'd pluck out the heart of my mystery. You'd sound me from my lowest note to the top of my compass. And there is much music, excellent voice in this little organ, yet cannot you make it speak. Splat! Do you think I'm easier to be played upon than a pipe? God, what's that?
My lord, the queen is here at present.
Do you see on above that's almost in the shape of a camel?
The mass, 'tis like a camel indeed.
He thinks it looks like a wave.
It is backs like a wave,
Maybe
very like a wave.
then I'll go to my mother's chamber by and by.
I would say so.
By and by is easily said. Tis now a very witching time of night. Churchyards yawn, and hell itself breeds contagion into this world. Now, I could drink hot blood and do such bitter business that the day would quake to look upon it. My mother says, heart, lose not thy nature. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I will speak daggers, but use none.
Like you know. Lord, sake, let this madness away. Therefore, prepare you. Ye to England shall along with.
My lord, he's going to his mother's closet. Behind an errand, something by myself, so we hear the process.
Thanks, dear my lord. Fence is rank, it smells to heaven. Chapter upon love's curse. Brothers murdered. Pray, can I not? Though inclination be as sharp as will, strong guilt defeats such strong intent. What if this cursed hand were thicker than itself with brother's blood? Is there not rain enough in sweet heavens to wash it white as snow? My fault is past. Oh, former prayer, serve my turn. Forgive me my foul murder, but I cannot be. Since I'm still possessed of those facts of which I did the murder, my crown, my own ambition, and a wretched state, bosom black as death. Bow, stubborn youths. All may be well.
Now, I might do it yet. Now he is praying, now I'll do it. Thus he goes to heaven. Thus I'm revenged. He's scared. Villain kills my father. For that I, his sole son, do the same villain send to heaven. Am I thus revenge to taken, the purging of his soul when he is fit and seasoned for passage? No. When he is drunk asleep, or in his rage, at gaming, or swearing, or some other act that has no relish of salvation and a bed trip, so that his heels may kick at heaven, and his soul be as black and damned as hell were too. Soft, my mother's chamber. This physic but prolongs thy sickly days.
Words fly up, thoughts remain below. Words without thoughts, never to heaven go.
He will come straight. Look you lay home to him. I'll sconce me in here. Pray you, dear outward.
Mother! Mother! Mother!
Fear me not. Withdraw. I hear him coming.
How now, mother? What's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my heart.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you question with the wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now, mother?
Have you forgotten me?
Nay, by rude, not so. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife. And, would it were not so, you are my mother.
Nay then, I'll set those to you that can see.
Come, you go not, until I set you up a mirror, where you may see the inmost part of you.
What will thou do? Thou wilt not murder me?
Well, help.
What? Rat? Dead for ducking dead!
Oh, I'm slain.
What hast thou done?
Nay, I know not. Is it the king?
Rash and bloody deed is this.
A bloody deed. Almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry his brother.
Kill the king.
Aye, 'twas my word. Thou wretched, true fool! I took you for mother. Leave wringing of your hands. Come, peace, sit you down. Let me wring your heart.
What have I done? That thou darest wag thy tongue and noise so rude against me?
Such an act that blurs the grace and blush of modesty.
I mean, what act that roars so loud and thunders in the index?
Oh God, where is thy blush? Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an obscene bed, stewed in corruption, honey, and making love over the nasty stuff.
Say to me no more! These words like daggers into my ears. No more speak Hamlet.
A murderer and a villain, a slave that is such a 20th part the time of the precedent Lord, a vice of kings that promised shelf the precious diamonds golden placed in his pocket. A king of shreds and guts. Save me, hover over me with your wings, O heavenly contour, what's up reaches begin?
Alas, he is mad.
Do not call your tiny son to chide.
Do not forget, this visitation is to whet thy almost blunted purpose. Look, amazement on thy mother sits. Step between her and that fighting soul. Hamlet, speak to her!
How is it with you, Nicky?
Alas, how is it with you? Did you bend your eye on the vacancy and with the incorporeal air to hold discourse? Whereon do you look?
At him! Why, look you how pale he glares, reaching the stones to make them more capable. Do not look upon me.
To whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing, yet all that is I see.
No, nothing restrain of that flattering of children in your soul that is not you, your trespass, but my bandage that speaks. Confess yourself to heaven. Repent what's past. Avoid what is to come.
Hamlet, who has left his heart in vain.
Then throw away works of art and live the pure with the other hand. For this same Lord, I do repent. I will answer well the death I give. So good night, sweet one. I must be cruel only to be kind. Grant me one word more.
What shall I do?
Not this by no means that I bid you do. Let the gloat king tempt you again to bed. Pinch wanton on your cheeks, call you with mouse, and let him for perucci kisses, or paddling in your neck with his damned fingers unravel all this out. But I essentially am not in madness, but madcraft.
Be thou sure, if words are made of breath and breath of life, I have no life to breathe without assent.
I must to England. You know this.
I had forgotten. So,
There are letters sealed to my two schoolfellows whom I will trust, adders famed, who have a mandate. But to come to an end with you, good night, sweet mother. Good night.
where is your son? Alas, my lord, what have you seen tonight? What verses? How does Hamlet? That is the sea and wind which both contend, which is the mightier. In his lawless fit, behind the arras hears something stir, whips out his rapier, cries a rat, a rat! And in this brainish apprehension, kills the unseen good old man.
Heavy deep. It had been so with us that we benefited. His liberty is full of threats to all. Where is he gone?
To draw apart the body here too. He weeps for what is done.
Oh, Gilvester. Hamlet in madness hath Polonius slain. From his mother's closet hath he dragged him. We'll seek him out, speak fair, and bring the body into the chapel. I pray, haste you. Oh, come away. My soul is full of discord and dismay.
Save me, son.
Hamlet! Lord Hamlet!
What noise is this? Who calls on Hamlet? Oh, here they come.
What have you done, my lord, with the dead body?
Compounded thus, where duties came.
Tell us what it is, that we may take his death and bear it to the chapel.
Do not believe it.
Believe what?
That I can keep your counsel and not mine own. Besides, to be demanded of a sponge, replication should be made so the king.
Take him before sponge, my lord.
I wanted such of the king's awards, his countenance is a forward. When he is green, what he needs is but squeezing you. And sponge, you shall be dry again.
I understand enough, my lord.
Good. A knavish thief sleeps in a foolish ear.
My lord, you must tell us where the body is, and go with us to the king.
Take me, Julie. Fight, folks, and all that.
Halt. Come now. We have to follow.
Where the dead body is visible, we cannot, my lord, we cannot hear from.
And where is it?
Be down, my lord, guarded to your good pleasure.
Bring him before us.
Oh, give us the free, my lord.
Now, Hamlet. Where is Polonius?
At supper,
At supper. Where?
not where he eats, but where he is eaten. A certain convocation of political of worms are active even as we speak. Your worm is your only and perfect diet. We fat all creatures else for us. We fat ourselves for maggots.
Where is Polonius?
If you do not find him within this month, you might nose him on the stairs to the lobby.
Go seek him there.
Wait till he come.
Hamlet, write a special statement. You must send hence with fiery quickness. Therefore, prepare thyself for England.
For England.
I have it.
Good.
So is it. Thou knowest our purposes.
See, Sheriff, but come for England. Goodbye, sweet mother.
Loving father.
No, my mother. Mother and father is man and wife is one flesh, and thus my mother. But come for England.
Follow him close. Tempt him with the speed of war. England. My love thou holdest at aught, as of death in hand. Do it. Like the hectic in my blood rages, thou must cure me. I will not speak with her.
She is importunate and deep distraught, her mood will need to be pitied.
What would she have?
She speaks much of her father, says she fears the tricks in the world and beats her heart. Speaks and did not that carry the hot sun.
For good she were spoken with, for she makes true conjectures and ill-breeding minds. Let her come in.
To my sick soul, as sin's true nature is, each choice seems prologue to some great amiss.
Where is the beauteous majesty of Denmark?
How now, Ophelia?
Pray for! He is dead and gone, he is dead and gone. At his head a cross we turn, and his heels of stone.
That sweet lady, what imports the song?
Pray! More! Why, 'tis shroud as the mountain snow.
Alas, my lord, look here.
How do you, pretty lady?
Well, God he'll do. They say the owl was the baker's daughter. Lord, we know what we are, but we know not what we may be. God be at your table.
Conceit of honor, father.
Pray! Let's have no words of this. By gifts and by sanctuary, a lack and fire for shame. Young men who would if they go to my proper to blame. Quoth she before your tongue me, promise me. So what I have done, by yonder sun, if thou hast not come to my bed.
Holiness, you possess.
I hope all will be well, we must be patient.
But I cannot do but weep.
To think they should lay you in the cold ground. My brother shall know of it, and so I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach. Good night, ladies. Good night, sweet ladies. Good night. Good night.
Look, never watch his rage. Oh, this is poison the deep grief. It springs all from her father's death.
Oh,
Alas, what noise is this?
well, about what you do, my father!
Holy gracious!
That drop what this called, where's my father?
Dead. But not by him.
How came he dead? I'll not be jumbled with.
Let her come in.
What noise is that? Oh, Rose. Dear Lady, Francis, sweet Ophelia.
They bore him there, faced all the fear. Hey, no, nanny, nanny. Hey, nanny. And in his grave rained many a tear. Fare you well, my dove.
Hast thou thy wits, this persuade revenge? Could not remove thus.
You must lay it down, and you call him a downer. It is the false steward that stole his master's daughter.
This nothing's more than matter.
rosemary. That's for remembrance. Pray, love, remember. And there's candy, that's for thoughts.
Documented madness. Thoughts and remembrance fitted.
There's that for you, and some columbines, and here's some room for you. Here's some for me. Oh, you must wear your room with the difference. And here's a daisy. I would give you some violets, but they withered all when my father died. They say he made a good end. For my sweet Robin is all my joy.
Thoughts and affliction. Passion, hell itself. She turns to favor and to prettiness.
And will he not come again? And will he not come again? No, no, he is dead. God have mercy on his soul and of all Christian souls. God be with you.
Do you see this, oh God? It's a means of death. It's obscure funeral. No trophy sword, nor hatchment, nor his bow. No noble right, no one last taste cry to be heard, and swear from heaven to earth. Then I must call it in question.
So you shall. And where the offense is, let the great axe fall. Praise, go with me.
What are they that they would speak with me? Sailors, sir, they say they have letters for you. Let them come in.
I do not know what part of the world I am to be greeted from, not from Lord Hamlet.
I lost her.
Let him bless me too. Horatio, when we were 2 days old at sea, a pirate gave us chase. Finding ourselves too slow to sail, we put on a compelled valor, and in the grapple I boarded them on the instant they got clear of our ship. So I alone became a prisoner. They have dealt with me like thieves of mercy, but they knew what they did, for I am to do a good turn for them. Let the king have the letters I have sent. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern hold their course for England. Of them I have much to tell thee. Farewell, Hamlet. Come, I will make you use your letters, and do this speedier so that you may keep them to him from which you brought them.
He which hath my noble father slain, pursued my life.
Well it is. So I have a noble father slain, a sister driven into desperate terms. My revenge will come. I know what news.
Letters, my lord, from Hamlet. This to your majesty, this to the queen.
Hamlet, who brought them?
Sailors, my lord.
Laertes, you shall hear. Leave us. High and mighty, you shall know I'm set naked on your kingdom. Tomorrow shall I beg leave to see your kingly eyes, when I shall, first asking your pardon thereunto, recount the occasion of my sudden and more strange return. Hamlet.
Let it come. It warms the very sickness of my heart that I shall live and tell him to his teeth. Thus didst thou.
Laertes. Is your father dear to you? Or are you like the painting on the star, face without a heart?
Why ask you this?
Hamlet comes back. What would you undertake to show yourself your father, son in deeds more than in words?
Cut his throat in the church.
Revenge should have no bounds. Hamlet returns, you'll know he'll come home. He, being most generous, free from all contriving, will not peruse the foils, so that with ease, or with a little shuffling, you may choose a sword unfated, and in a passive practice, fight it for your father.
I will do it. For that purpose, I'll anoint my sword. I brought it unto the mountain. I'll touch my point with its contagion, that if I gall him slightly, he may be dead.
Let's further think of this. This project should have a backward step. So, let me see. Have it. In your motion, you're hot and dry, and he calls for drink. I'll have prepared him a chalice for the knot, one but sipping. If he by chance escape your venomous step, our purpose may hold there. How now, sweet queen?
One woe doth tread upon another's heel. So fast we follow. Your sister's drowned, Laertes.
Drown?
There is a willow grows ascent a brook that shows his hoary leaves in the glassy stream. There with fantastic garlands did she come, of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long myrtles. There on the pendant boughs of coronet weeds, clamoring to hang, an envious liver broke, when down her weedy trophies and herself fell into the weeping brook. Her clothes spread wide and mermaid like while they bore her up, but long it could not be until her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled the poor wretch from her melodious lay to money death.
Last night, she is drowned.
Drowned.
Too much water hast thou, quoth Philly. Therefore I must put in my tears. Do my Lord.
Let's follow, Lord. How much I had to do to calm this rage. Now fear I this will get it started. Therefore, let's follow.
she drowned herself wittingly.
Nay, but here you, good man Delbert.
Give me leave. Here lies the water. Good. Here stands the man. Good. If the man go to this water and drown himself, it is will he, nil he goes, marking that. What if the water come to him and drown him? He drowns not himself. Our gal, he who is not guilty of his own death shorts not his own life.
But is this law?
I marry tis.
Will you have the truth on it? If this had not been a gentlewoman, she would have been buried out of Christian burial.
Why, there thou sayest, and the more pity that great people should have countenance in this world to drown or hang themselves, and more they're even Christian. Come, Miss Faith. What is he that builds stronger than the mason, the shipwright, or the carpenter?
The gallows maker, for that frame outlives 1,000 tenants.
I like thy wit well, in good faith. The gallows does well, but how does it well? It does well to those that do ill. Now thou dost ill to say that the gallows is built stronger than the church? Our gallows, the gallows may do well to thee. Do it again, come.
Who built stronger than a mason, a shipwright, or a carpenter?
Aye, tell me that, let him go.
Marry, now I can tell.
Do it.
Master cannot tell.
Oh, cudgel thy brains no more about it, for your dull ass will not mend his pace with beating. And when you're asked this question next, say a grave maker, the houses that he builds last till doomsday. Go, get thee to Johann, fetch me a stupid In you, when I did love, thought it was very sweet, took the track of time, all I thought it was nothing but.
Has this man no feeling of his work that he sings?
Grave making, I could have made it in property easiness.
'Tis even so.
But age, with his stealing steps, hath caught me in his clutch, and hath shipped me into the land, as if I had been
That skull had a tongue in it, and could sing once. How the man jolts it to the ground.
And my lord, a pickaxe, a spade, 4-inch dark sheet. Oh, a piece of clay, were to be made, for such a guest as meet.
Whose grave is it, sir?
Mine, sir. For a piece of clay.
For what man must thou diggest for?
For no man, sir.
For what woman then?
For none neither.
Who is to be buried in it?
One that was a woman, sir, but rest her soul, she's dead. Here's a skull now. It hath lain in the earth 20 years.
Whose was it?
A horse and mad fellows it was. Whose do you think it was?
Nay, I know not.
Pestilence on him for a mad rogue. A port of flagon of British on my head once. This same skull, sir, was your skull, the king's jester. He and that.
Let me see. Alas, poor York. I knew him, Horatio. 'Twas a man of infinite jest. He had borne me on his back 1,000 times. Now, how my Lord rises. Get thee to my lady's bedchamber, that to paint an inch thick to this fair she must come. Make her laugh at that. Soft. Here comes the king.
There and here, from a fair unto your flesh, may violence spring.
Sweets to the sweet, farewell. I hope thou shouldst have been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride bed to a deck sweet name, and not to have strewn my grave.
Trouble will fall 10 times triple on that cursed head, which wicked deed thy multitude sends to deprive me. Hold off the earth while I cut once more of my arms. Thou power does upon the crooked bed.
What is he, whose grief would bear such an emphasis? This is I, Hamlet the Dane. No, take my soul! I prithee, take thy fingers from my throat. Hamlet! I love Ophelia! 40,000 brothers to their love and my clothing of myself. What wilt thou do for her?
He is mad, the love of God forbear him.
Dost thou come here to whine? To abase him by leaping in her grave? Be very quick with her, and so will I. I'll rant as well as thou.
This is mere madness, and thus well fit to work on him.
What is the reason of using thus? I loved you better. But it is no matter.
Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. Good Gertrude, set some watch over your son.
Dost thou remember all the circumstance? There was a fighting in my heart that would not let me sleep. So, up from my cabin, in the dark, groped I to find out them. Fingered their packets where I found, oh, Horatio Royal Avery. An exact command from the king that my head should be struck off.
Is it possible?
Being thus benedged, surrounded by villainies, I sat me down, devised a new commission, wrote it fair, an earnest conjuration from the king that Varus should be put to immediate death.
How is this sealed?
I had my father's royal signet in my purse.
So Guildenstern and Rosencrantz were too.
Oh man, they did make love to this employer. They are not near my conscience.
Oh, what a king is this? It must be surely known. From England, where is the issue of business there?
But it will be short, and the interest mine. And a man's life is but to save one. But I am very sorry that Laertes has forgotten myself. For in the image of his cause, I have received a portraiture of mine.
Peace, who comes here?
The king and queen and all I can make out.
You will lose this wager, my lord.
I think not. Since he went to France, I have been in continual practice. Thou wouldst not have no ills all here in my heart. but it is no matter.
If your mind is like anything, obey it. I will forestall your repair hither and say you are not fit.
Not a whit. If it be now, it will not come. If it be not to come, it will be now. If it be not now, it will come yet, but readiness is all.
Come, Hamlet, come and take this hand from me.
Give me your pardon. I've done you wrong. There shot mine arrow over the house and hit my mouth.
I'm satisfied in nature. But in my terms of honor, I stand aloof and will no reconcile.
Give us the foils.
Come one for me.
Cousin Hamlet, no wager?
Aye, my lord. Thou hast set the odds on the weaker side.
This one's too heavy. Let me see it now.
This one likes me well.
Hamlet gave first for second head. King shall drink to Hamlet's better breath. In the cup, a union shall he throw, richer than that which 4 successive kings Denmark's crown have worn. Come, begin.
Come, good sir.
Come, my lord.
What?
No!
What say you?
I've hit a very palpable head.
Well, again.
Stay. Give me drink. Hamlet, here's to thy health. Pearl is thine. Give him the cup.
I think I'll fight this man first. Sit inside a while. Come. I hate what's safe.
A touch of touch, I can confess.
Our son shall win. He's fat and scant of breath. Here, Hamlet, take my hand. Rub thy brow. The queen carouses to thy fortune. Good, do not drink it. I will, my lord. I pray you, pardon me. It is the poisoned cup. It is too late.
I shall not drink yet, but by and by.
Come, let me mark it.
Call it no.
I do not think it.
It is almost against my conscience.
Nothing my way.
How about you now?
They bleed on both sides. How is it with the Hamlet? How is it, Larry?
What is a weak off mine own French? I'm killed with mine own treachery.
How does the queen?
She swoons to see them bleed. No! No. Hamlet, drink. I'm poisoned.
Oh, verily! Let the doors be locked of treachery. Seek it out. Find it.
It is here, Hamlet. Hamlet, thou art slain. The medicine will keep you become. Indeed, there is not half an hour of life. The treacherous instrument is in thy hand, unbaited and envenomed. Thou practice turned itself on me blood. Here I now die, never to rise again. Thy mother's poison. I can't anymore. The king! The king is to blame!
The point. Let him too. Poison to thy works.
Oh, you can fund me, Prince, but first.
Thou damned, murderous, incestuous thing! drink of this poison. Is thy union here? Follow my mother.
It is justly so. The poison took me by the Saints, forgive me for the noble act. After my father's death, compelled upon me. For thine own.
Heaven make thee free. I followed thee. Oh, Horatio, I am dead. If I had time, I could tell thee. But let it be. The rest is silence.
Now cracks a noble heart. Good night, sweet prince, and flights of angels